What up, what up? Welcome to the CUL Report podcast, the CUL, Contemporary Urban Luxury, your weekly report on industry topics for the luxury leisure enthusiasts here on the Oxford Cafe Network. I am your host, Mr. Ike, creative director over at Oxford Cafe Detroit, the luxury leisure design studio and concept cafe. So let's jump right into it. First things first, make sure you guys go check out Oxford Cafe Detroit shop. That's oxfordcafedetroit.com. We got some new drops. If you guys had a chance to swing by the pop-up shops this weekend, or if you missed the pop-up shops, make sure you guys follow Oxford Cafe Group and Oxford Cafe Detroit over on the Instagram. That's going to give you your updates on what we got coming up, and actually it's going to drop some hints and some private invites for pop-up shops going on around the city. So tap in with us on that. But back to our new merch alert. So we just dropped the Roadster tote. That's the canvas, lightweight canvas with the leather trim and leather handles tote bag. You guys can check that out over on oxfordcafedetroit.com. It's available to order today. Now we did make that one in limited quantities. So this is this product is going to be it's an easy tote. So it's a lightweight American cotton canvas with the leather trim and brass rivets. And it's going to be lightweight with a soft bottom. So this is going to be like an everyday little tote bag that you can use for your market shopping, your odd jobs, your ins and outs, or for your overnight weekend bag. It's one of those pieces. It's one of those pieces with the butter soft handle and the durable canvas structure. It's one of those quick everyday pieces. You can use it to accent your outfit, or you can use it for its utility purpose and market tote. Take it to the market, or for your shopping or everyday errands and runs. That's just your roadster tote. That's why it's the roadster tote with the soft bottom, because you can get busy with it. You could toss it in the whip, throw it in the car, and keep it going without worrying about bumping up the roadster, scratching the leather, or scratching the door while you on the ziggity boom. So that's the roadster tote. Let me know what you guys think about it over at Oxford Cafe Detroit. We're going to be giving away a few, so make sure you guys tap in on Oxford Cafe Detroit on the Instagram. Be on the lookout. Request to be added to the close friends, so we can make sure that you guys get the invites and the tips for those giveaways. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, tap in on that. And while you're at it, take a moment, follow, like, subscribe with Oxford Cafe Detroit and Oxford Cafe Group on all platforms. Remember that Oxford Cafe Group is going to give you your updates on exclusive content, the private events, behind the scenes, the curated experiences, the limited collection drops like the one we just had this past weekend, the giveaways which are coming up. We got a lot more coming up. So enough of the small talk. Let's jump right into it. Do a quick recap of the weekend with a couple of local stories. I guess to jump right into it with the Grand Prix, talking about the Grand Prix turnout. Oxford Cafe Detroit was able to have a pop-up shop over in the Small Business Straightway. It was a pretty cool experience. Had a chance to kind of bump into a few of the local supporters. Had a chance to check out some of the small businesses that were over there as well, and it was pretty dope. But to give you a little bit more on the impact that the Grand Prix had, the Detroit Free Press reported the first Grand Prix to be held downtown since 1991 was forecast to have quite an economic impact of about $77 million. Total attendance and dollars were expected to be much higher than the previous Grand Prix held years ago when the event was held at Belle Isle. The Grand Prix president, Michael Montry, said Monday that the firm has been hired to do an analysis on the actual economic impact of the 3-day event. The results of the analysis will be shared once they are available. Although occupancy figures for downtown hotels during the weekend won't be known till later this week, anecdotes suggest that the numbers were strong. There's several hotels, including the Westin, the Foundation Hotel, and the Shinola, were all sold out throughout the weekend. Downtown hotel occupancy for the previous week, coinciding with the Movement Festival, averaged 70% and was 82% for just the previous Saturday night. And that's according to the Detroit Metro Convention Visitor Bureau, which goes by the name Visit Detroit. And to catch more on that story, you go head over to Oxford Cafe Group to get the full story and the full analysis report on the impact that the Grand Prix had to downtown Detroit, to the business district, the small businesses and big businesses. A little bit on the atmosphere down there. I don't know how many of you guys had an opportunity to make it down there. If you did, share your pictures with us over at Oxford Cafe Detroit and Oxford Cafe Group. But the atmosphere was simply electric. Being able to sit trackside and witness the speed of these automobiles, it's really an exciting experience. If you get a chance to attend a Grand Prix or an Indy racing event, the IndyCar racing event, they're definitely exciting to check out. And then also recapping, jumping over to women's boxing, Clarissa Shields, she gets her 14th win, making her 14-0, and she got that win beating Marisela Cornejo. And that fight was over at the Little Caesars Arena, downtown Detroit, and it sold out. It was a packed audience and exciting fight. If you haven't had a chance to check out Clarissa Shields' highlights or any of her previous fights, she's a very powerful and accurate fighter. She's moving up. She's definitely making a lot of noise and exciting in the boxing world. To sell out the Little Caesars Arena is no small feat. So definitely tune in and see what she got going on. And she's representing Detroit and very well, and also showing love to local acts and celebrities in the process. Yeah, so she's definitely somebody to keep an eye on in sports. And then let's get into some local events. Neiman Marcus in Troy, at Troy Somerset, invite you to join us for a conversation with Jim Berlin, Michael Donna, and Langston Galloway. This is going to be a conversation highlighting some of Detroit's most influential gentlemen, inspiring this generation and next generation to be a force for positive change, featuring special guests. The first 50 guests will receive a special gift from the House of Creed. This event will be moderated by Devin Gardner. There'll be cocktails, light refreshments. Make sure you guys check this out. You can RSVP. Just go to Neiman Marcus Troy over on Instagram. Follow those instructions. You can also go to Oxford Cafe Group. Shoot us a message, and we'll make sure that you get the right information to check that out. That's going to be this Friday, June 9th. And that's panel discussion starts at 7 p.m. So make sure you guys tap in with that. Okay, and then we go jump into a couple global headlines really quick. I want to speak on the NBA over in sports really quick, and then we're going to